Hey, greetings fellow Slee agents in the wild. Welcome back to the show. Before we begin, we got to get to the shoutouts. And this may take a few minutes, because we got a few of them, but to me, they are worth it. From over on our Facebook page, we have Ash Smith, who wrote, "I've just started episode 1, thanks for sharing." We here in the Digital Rage Room thank you, and hope you enjoy the show. Next, we have from our YouTube channel, no doubt this is where we get the most interaction. We have good friend of the show, Henry Anderson, saying, "Thank you, one and all." As always, Henry, thank you. You are a pillar of the show, brother. Next, we have good friend of the show, Plays with Soldiers, saying, "I spent a few years working as a paramedic. That nurse is just like every superior, bad-tempered, admitting nurse in every ED I ever had to deliver a patient to. Keep up the good work, guys." Aye, Nurse Raider is definitely a real hard case. So glad to know there are truly others like her in the wild. And yes, we shall keep it up. Finally, from good friend of the show, Balint Babos. "Man, I thought we might have lost you. Turns out we're just not getting your comments over on YouTube for some reason." So he reached out via Facebook and said a few things, so strap yourself in. "Love the new season. Good to have the team back. Dolls creep me out specifically. I'm still having nightmares from the dolls my ex-wife left me with. They are out of the house. I hope never to find their way back." Well, we're glad you're liking the new season, and I really thought hard about what I wanted to bring into this one, and having a creepy doll seemed on par with what we're trying to convey. He also stated, I believe this is possibly from a previous episode, "This was a really nice adventure as always. The professionalism which reflects in your games is one of a kind. I was browsing through a few official campaigns myself. However, I had come to the conclusion that nothing beats a good homebrew tailored to our beloved agents. What I'd really like to hear, personally, is an overarching intermediate session which focuses on the things in the background, the rivaling parts of the agency, the different factions, some background on Heisenberg, each and Adesso, unveiling some underlying secrets of them. I like the Monster of the Week style storytelling. It worked well with different TV series such as Supernatural, Fringe, and X-Files. And I love those shows. But all became epic when the background got into the spotlight and we could finally see a bit more deeply inside. So, what would my advice be? Bring back a few old NPCs, maybe for a good nostalgic effect, showing the created world is alive and changing. Show some consequences maybe of the characters' actions and dig deep. All the best, guys. I can't emphasize how much I love your work. Keep it up." Hi, as always. Looking back through this note right here, that's what we really try to hammer home with our interludes and our epilogues and our prologues. That's where we start getting more of the fleshed out versions of their home life. And yeah, I do like that. We are starting to bring back some more NPCs. And as always, I take everything that you guys say to heart. We're going to start seeing us peeling back a few more layers, as well as some other finer tuned things where we start stitching up, closing up some of the loops that we have. But like I mentioned in the past, if I give it away too soon, then I believe that the payoff will probably flare out. This way, I'm not planning on stringing people along. Believe me, I got this whole thing pretty much in my mind of the direction we want to go, and I really can't wait until it hits home. His final comment asked this, and last but not least, a technical question. Are you letting the characters level up their skills? They're supposed to be earning D4s after every season for every failed skill roll, and there are a lot of seasons with lots of failed rolls. Throw your agents a bone every once in a while. What they face is way too dangerous regardless of their skills. And to that I say, yep, they're leveling up those skills for those failed rolls after every season. But Tone has such bad luck, he'd still roll 100 if his skill was 99. Anyways, as always, I want to thank each and every one of you agents in the wild for writing in. We here in the Digital Rage Room applaud all of you for being with us through every one of our seasons. Alright, Let's warm up our dice and top off our glass as Roll the Hard 20 presents episode 6 of our homebrewed scenario, Playthings. Enjoy. Brothers, episode 6, man.
Yeah.
Ready to lead us in?
Well, you can.
I don't know. Yeah, I think we should be asking you that question, not
shit.
us.
Sorry, my bad. Let's do this. Greetings, fellow Sling agents in the wild. It is I, your trusted handler, Brian. With me, my hard slingers of yore.
Greetings.
Episode 6 of our homebrewed scenario, Playthings. We pick up with each pulling up to the Claiborne residence. While doing so, you looked at your driver, Detective Grady, and you asked him a question about how the Claiborne family and the Hooper family were connected. He looked at you and said that Serena Hooper is the cousin of Martha Claiborne. Based on this information, you now know that Serena Hooper is related to Martha Claiborne and that Amy Trosco is related to Harris Hooper. That tells you two things. One, they're not all blood related, but they are also, in fact, related somehow.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you happen to know, this is each talking to Grady, sorry. Do you happen to know, Grady, about how this Serena is a cousin? Do you know if this is by marriage, if it's by blood, if is it first or third, or?
Well, I did a little bit of digging the first time, and they are by blood.
Okay, so then Amy Trosco / Hooper, they're related, but by marriage then, not by blood.
No, Amy Trosco is the blood sister of Harris Hooper.
Okay, yes, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I'm in front of the Claiborne house now, right?
Yes.
So Grady, what am I going to see in there? Anything I need to look out for?
It's the same thing that happened at the other two residents. Slaughter. Murders and suicide.
Okay. How long was it between the taking in of the young daughters before they committed suicide?
It was within the first 48 hours or so.
Okay, I will take out my phone real quick and send a text to Adesso. 48 hours between the taking in of Lucy and Haley and their suicide. And I'll just send that.
Well, that doesn't give us a lot of time now, does it?
Yeah. So I'll make sure that you know about that, just to keep up your frantic lying and conniving and scheming that you're doing. Okay, I will try to do the same thing I did before. Go in through the house through a different than the front, just so in case anyone's watching. It's going to look suspicious either way. There's a flaming hot red Mustang Cheeto in front of the house. And I'm creeping around the back, but I'm going to try to go into the back of the building area and find a way in without going through the front. Lockpick?
Yeah, go ahead and break out that lockpick.
Okay.
Try to work that back door.
You know that. 41 under 43. Excellent.
So this lock on the back door seems to prove a little more user-friendly than the one at the Hooper residence. The lock disengages, granting you egress.
Okay, well, I will egress.
You open the door, and immediately you can feel that the tension in the house is thick. The air is just heavy. And I need for you to make a sanity check.
Oh boy, I haven't made one of those in a while. Under 50. 16.
16?
16 under 50.
1 point of sanity damage. And you should know that if you stay more than 4 turns in this house, You'll start to become mentally unsound, and you'll have to make a power check. Any failure, and you become agitated and suffer a negative 20% to all your checks.
For how long?
It'll be probably a few days, because you're going to need enough rest to regain those points.
And why am I feeling this? Is it just that's the sense of like a murder happened, or is it some other sort of dark?
It's just a massively dark cloud because of the murders, but this is the oldest crime scene.
So it's had
So
time
whatever-
to ferment.
Yes. I mean, whereas the Hooper residence really stunk, even the Trosco residence, this has had 6 weeks to ferment in the Louisiana heat and everything else that's associated with that. So it's just really oppressant.
Okay, well, if I only have 4, basically 1 to go to the place, 1 to come back to it, and then 2 rounds for the in-between, I'll probably want to check the young girl's room.
Imagine this. The moment you enter the door
Yeah.
and get this wave, you're going to get 4 inspections of this
Okay.
house.
Oh, okay, so like young girl's room, parents' room, bathroom, garage, that kind of thing, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the first I'll do would, I think, be the young girl's room.
Okay.
This is Lucy.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, let's check the young girl's room first. I want to see if there's similar dolly circles and all that kind of stuff, so I can completely tie these all together.
Covering your mouth and your nose, you make your way through the house. First door on the right, you open it up, and the room looks like a snapshot in time. The bed is still made. Coloring pencils and paper are on a desk right beside the bed. TV looks clean. There's a red dot on it. Makes it look as though that there's still power in the house. On the dresser, no pictures or anything. Closet's closed. Nothing's littering the floor, though.
Okay. Is there any sort of setup in the closet like the previous 2 places with the dolls in a half circle with some missing?
You open the closet, and you see that there's still clothes hanging, and an unusual array of dolls in a semicircle on the floor.
Okay.
See a stuffed clown, a stuffed owl, a stuffed wolf, a G.I. Joe figure, Destro, a Batman Mego. Then there's a large space that's empty, followed by a stuffed elephant.
Okay. So I will take pictures of that. And because I am feeling this tension to get out of here, I'm going to have my camera or my video just running, looking at everything I look at. So, and then anything that I need pictures of, I'm just going to take pictures of as well. But I want to have that because I can feel this sense of urgency to vacate this place. There's
Okay.
something going on. Especially me at the recently getting rid of the lycanthropic curse. I want to make sure I'm not fragilely, or breaking my sanity. I will check out. So this is upstairs or it's 1 floor?
It's
you
a
said?
single-story house.
Okay. I do want to check out the kitchen just to see if we've had good luck in the kitchens, it seemed, or to see if there's another body in front of the fridge or outline like the other lady. I want to check out the parents. Let's see. Yeah, the parents' room.
Which one first?
Which is on. I want to do this on the way out. So whatever's the progression is.
The parents' room is probably further into the house. The kitchen is on the way back.
Okay. Well, I'll do the parents' room and then I'll hit the kitchen, and I'll still have 1 more turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so-
I'll do the. Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll do the parents' room.
Okay. So you go to the door at the end of the hallway, and you open it up. Presumably, this is the master bedroom. And it is. You see a large queen-size bed. Probably couldn't get the king. Dirty as all hell. The sheets are dingy, rolled back. And I'm assuming that you have a light on your camera.
Well,
That's
I
how
have
you're able
my flashlight from the previous house still that I brought.
Yeah, because all the even though it looks like there may be power to the house, all the lights are off.
I don't want to let anyone know that I'm in here any more than I probably am with the searchlight in here.
You see that the sheets are all dirty, kind of pulled back. Bed probably is never made. Shag carpet is just matted and disgusting. Off to the right, you see that there's a master bathroom, per se. How you'll have a master bedroom, and then right off to the side is the bathroom. In the tub, from your angle, you can see that there's a large ring of crimson all the way around it inside, and another ring in the sink right in front of the mirror, and a puddle of just tacky crimson and the shag carpet right in front of that counter.
Shit. Okay. Does it look like any in between? Like there's blood from the tub to the sink? Is there like any kind of like...
No, it looks like these are two separate locales.
Okay, we'll definitely get photos of those, not just video. Okay. Again, I know we have that urgency, but if I can check for things, then I'll keep checking the bathroom. Any kind of drawers or anything like footprints of blood on the floor under one of maybe the mats or anything? Or...
No, it looks like whoever expired in the bathtub, that's where they did. And whoever expired in front of the vanity mirror, that's where they went down right there as well. Like there was no transfer from those locations.
Okay. So I understand then that one body, since I don't know the case files, one was killed in the tub and one was killed in front of the sink?
That's probably what you could surmise.
Okay. Is there like splatter on the mirror or anything like that, or?
No, it just looks as though whatever happened, somebody leaned forward, started bleeding in the sink, and then expired in front of the vanity.
Okay. So just doing a quick recall, from what I'm guessing is the killings were kind of all over the place in all these different houses. It wasn't like ceremonially one here, one there, one there. It was just happened everywhere, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Okay, well, unless there is anything else that stands out to me, this feeling of dread is looming upon me. I want to go back out and check the kitchen and then anything else I can within that one extra turn before I depart in haste.
As you make your way into the kitchen, you see that dirty dishes are piled on the counter, not just from one day, but it appears to be over several days. Dirty rags all over the place. Old fruit. Flies buzzing around. And you see something catch your eye in the corner on the countertop. In the dark, you just see like a blink of a light. Every 12 seconds, every 15 seconds or so, just a beep, beep.
Beep, 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 boom.
Pan your flashlight over, and you see it's a answering machine on the counter.
Oh, shit. Okay. Is it one of the old-timey tape ones? Or
It is.
it a cool one? Oh.
Yes, old landline type era.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I each will... See, I could just take the tape, but who knows if there's another tape player that can play this. Each will actually take the whole thing, wrap it up, and put it in his not garment bag, but his little bag that he will pull out of his pocket, which I said at the beginning of these episodes that
Yes,
I
you
carry
did
one of
have
these
that.
little
Yep.
duffel bags. So I will take the whole thing. And again, I have my hands with the gloves and all that, so I'm not going to be leaving my fingerprints on these.
Got one more move.
I will, well, see, I don't want to play it and then have something happen. I'd rather wait till everyone can hear it. So I'm just going to be going, especially in my sense of dread, I'm grabbing it. That looks like something. What about the fridge? Is there any photos on the fridge?
There's one thing stuck to the refrigerator
What's
behind
that?
a magnet.
Oh, for what?
It looks like it's a receipt for $250 from an old antique store
Oh,
called History's Emporium.
does that have a address on it?
It does. You want to read it while you're here?
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to look at it and see if it has an address. It takes a microsecond to see the letters of what they might be.
It's located at 2315 Old Generate Road. And that is in New Iberia.
Okay. I will also take that. What's the magnet holding it?
Yosemite Sam saying back off.
Okay. What's on your desk that says that? No, I'm just kidding.
There's nothing.
Okay. Well, I will also take that in case we need to go to there and say, hey, we need to return this, but we can't remember what it is.
Back off.
Is there anything on the way from the kitchen to the blessed release of that window that I'm trying to make it to?
There's another room. Door is closed.
Okay. I will go in there, fighting the urge to flee. I like this. I like having to choose the stuff.
You open the door and you see that this room looks as though it's been painted with a red brush.
Oh.
So much so that you could still see the particles of cranium and brain stuck to the wall and the ceiling. I need for you to make another sanity check.
Fail, 97.
You take 2 points of sanity damage.
Damn. Because I haven't seen brains blown all over the place. Come on, this is grade school.
You'll do fine.
Okay, so was this, in my opinion, done with a shotgun, a small grenade?
Probably a shotgun.
Okay. And what was the room?
One of the other children's rooms.
Ah. Oh, it is. Well. Okay, well, I'll take pictures if I need to and have the video, and then anything else, boys, out of game? I got, basically, I'm in the kitchen or this room.
We found clues in the last kitchen we looked at in the form of the refrigerator, but you've already taken care of that, so...
Yeah.
And
no
about
one
the
was killed in
garage?
front of it, so it's not like a series of ritualistic things. Okay. Well, then if there's nothing, I'll escape before I lose more sanity,
Okay.
which is...
You blast out the back door.
Ha! Damn right I do.
Make your way around to the front of the house. Agent Rice.
Ah.
Father Richter has left you.
Whoa. I wasn't done with him.
I thought he was still there.
No, he already left.
I thought he was.
That's right.
I
No, he
thought he
left.
was. Oh, okay.
He left.
Well,
He didn't want to be part of his posse. Broke his heart. He had to go to the Rusty Taco, pound a few down.
okay, so I shut the door and I kind of mutter under my breath, asshole, trying to turn me,
Knocks on your door again.
yeah. And I go back to my computer
Okay.
to continue paying my bills. All right, and so where I was trying to connect all these families together with like searching. I think I did this already, searching databases just to see if there was any linkage of names or work. I think I failed that, right?
Yeah, you failed
Did it?
that one. It might have been, like I said, it might have been something to do with the way you had entered the information. Maybe it didn't really populate. You get a bunch of Serena Hoopers and Matt Hooper from Jaws, and Serena and Serrana, the tennis players, and Claiborne, half-born, stillborn, not yet born, just all kinds of weird shit.
Okay. All right, and then I still have the photos. I've gone through all the photos.
Most of them.
What is it? The only photos I had left were the kitchen photos?
That's correct.
Okay. So I start to look at the because I've looked at the pyramid photos from the police station, but now I want to look at those photos from the from Paulie that he took of the kitchen.
Okay. They're simple pictures. A lot of them, like I said, they're of barbecues and playing cards, hanging out. You saw one with Amy Trosco having a drink with the father of the Hooper family, Harris Hooper. And then you saw that one picture that looked as though it was of a Polaroid, and that had Maxine holding a doll in her hands. But it was so pixelated that to the naked eye, you can't really see what's going on.
Okay, that's right. Because this is where I was going to run it through some AI just to see if it could expose anything more for me that my human eye couldn't observe.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm joking. It's like I want to execute an enhance on it just to see the eye color. I'm trying to figure out if the eye color is the same
Maxine?
colored eyes of Maxine, of that blurred photo.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, I'm taking that picture, running it in a, AI to see if I can determine what the eye color is.
Give me a technology roll.
Okay, going under 60. Failed, 76 over.
Okay, so with the fail, because obviously you're looking at a picture of a picture, you just lack the ability with your technology that you currently have to extract what you're looking for. What's your next move, Rice?
All right, so I'm gonna text Ichi and try to get my hands on the original photograph.
Oh, good call.
To see if perhaps the picture that we did take, is just like low lighting, or even the picture was even more blurry because the way they took it was kind of fast, right? Like they moved and took the picture.
Had sausage grease from his sandwich he was eating on it.
So each, as you're making your way to the Mustang and Grady, you feel your phone vibrate.
Okay. I'll pick it up and keep going towards the car but look at it. So I'm not hanging out in front of the house.
What does it say, Rice?
It's just simple. Acquire original photo of Maxine with the doll on Trosco kitchen fridge.
Okay, I'll reply back. 10-4. I'll get into the car and look at Grady and go, I don't blame you for not wanting to go back in there.
Did you find anything different in there, Agent?
Well, I'll tell you next episode. No, I said, I'll tell you while we're on the way. It appears we have one more place to go to. I need to go back to the Trosco residence and see that picture on the fridge.
For fuck's sake, Agent.
Well, if you need to go, you can.
It's not about going there. I mean, there's probably going to still be officers there.
Well, you don't. You can pull into the street behind it, and I'll find my way in just like I did here.
He fires up the Mustang, doesn't say a word, and just starts heading out, muscling down. Agent Adesso.
Okay.
You're on the elevator heading down.
Good luck.
With this big, burly nurse. Doesn't take you more than maybe 8 seconds to drop a floor. It stops. The elevator opens. And you see almost a kind of a mirror of the room above, except for where there were curtains for beds. There's rooms. Mm-hmm. And you see off to the forward and off to the right, there's a nurse station. You see at the far end, and kind of down to the right, there's an officer.
Got it.
The nurse sees you get off the elevator, and she comes around the station. And as she's coming around, you see Nurse Raider come out of a room right off to the left.
Mm-hmm. All right. I try to avoid Nurse Raider by turning to the guy who brought me down saying, hey, thanks a bunch. Appreciate that.
No problem. Remember, keep your nose clean. Gets back in the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Ought to. Nurse Raider turns and sees you.
Jeez.
She doesn't say anything, Instead, she turns and goes the opposite direction from you, towards where the officer is standing.
Mm-hmm.
She looks over, talks to him. You see him kind of... The officer looks from her to you.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't leave his post, though, but is watching you.
Great. I'm going to approach him like I
Okay.
own the place.
Nurse
Walk right
Raider
up to him.
standing there with her hands on her hips.
6'4", ton of bricks.
Oh. All right. I talked to the police officer. I'm Agent Adesso.
Officer Lopez.
Officer Lopez, nice to meet you. Just wanted to let you know a couple things. First and foremost, while we're waiting for permission from Dr. Windhelm to interview Maxine, there's a couple things you should be aware of. There were 2 other survivors in the same situation on previous attacks. Both killed themselves within 48 hours of the trauma. By my reckoning, how long has it been since the incident? In the game?
Maybe 27 hours.
Okay. She's now at that when it's been a day. So she may attempt to kill herself within the next 24 hours. Since no one wants to listen to what I have to say, I'm making it your responsibility. That's you, officer, and you, Nurse Raider. If anything happens to this lady, because you refuse to participate and help me with my investigation, I'm going to prosecute you both for obstruction of justice, and I'll have your badge, and I'll have your medical license. Now, there's this rare window of opportunity where I can help my investigation by talking to this girl before everybody else gets involved, or you all can roll the dice with your future. I could probably save this girl's life and help your careers, or you can continue to ignore me, blindly follow orders, and we'll see where that gets you.
Well done.
You hear from behind you a man clear his throat and says, "What is going on here?"
Unless you're Dr. Wilhelm, I don't have anything to say to you.
Actually, I am Dr. Windhelm.
Excellent. How about we save this girl's life to make sure she's not going to kill herself in the next 24 hours, just like the previous 2 victims did in the other 2 murders.
You turn and you see this short man. Looks kind of, I don't want to say lumpy, just stout. Rings under his eyes. Kind of got that 3-day growth. And he says, "Maxine Trosco is in my care. And I know what happened to those other 2 girls. And I'll be damned if that happens to her. And I'll also be damned if she is interviewed before I have released her from her psychiatric evaluation based on the trauma she has sustained in the last 24 hours. There will be nobody seeing her until I give her the green light. Now, if I have to go above your head and Inspector Long, whatever the fuck his name is, I will do that. But until then, she stays under lock and key behind that door, under guard by Officer Lopez. There's nothing in that room that she can harm herself with."
Yeah, I've heard that before. Just so you know, you're on notice. If anything happens to her, and the very second that she's available for interview, you call me, and I hand him my card. Or I don't have a card. I'll write it down on a piece of paper.
Oh, that's real official.
Budget cuts, man. What do you want me to tell you?
Thank you, Deputy.
That's agent, special agent to you. And then I'll leave. I got nothing else to do other than that.
He looks at it and he's like, "Make an observation check."
Got it.
I like how you threatened his thing, too.
I got nothing else to do. Like, fine. Y'all want to stick with your protocol? This is all on you. An 11. 11 under 40.
11's a crit success.
A critical success. Finally.
You hear him exhale, and he rubs his head. And with that critical success, you actually see a suntan line where a wedding band had once been. The officer looks at you and just points towards the elevator to get back on it.
Dr. Windhelm, perhaps you and I could have a word as I'm walking towards the elevator. Away from Nurse Raider and the Deputy Lopez.
You've got 30 feet to tell me what you need to tell me, Agent. And that means you'll get to say two things. First thing,
Did you investigate? Were you the doctor who was observing the other two girls that killed themselves?
I was. That's one.
And you're confident that the third time's the charm?
I am. The elevator dings and he gestures with his hand.
For your sake and her sake, I hope you're right.
I feel confident, Agent.
We'll see, won't we?
He exhales again, kind of pulls up his pants a little and turns around and goes back towards where Nurse Raider and the officer are.
I'll shout after him. Be sure to keep my number.
He doesn't look at you, he just gestures with his hand that he hears you.
I wish I had more insight as to how the divorce that he has suffered, or possibly widowed, would factor into this. But I'm coming up blank.
The doors close, ding ding, leaving you alone. In an elevator with a telephone.
Fucking
Each. Detective Grady is currently rumbling you through the streets of New Iberia. It takes you not long because the residence is only 1.9 miles away from the Trosco house. But instead of stopping at 518 Terrell Court, he stops a street further up from there. You're going to have to walk the rest of the way, Agent.
Okay, well, if you do happen to drive by the front of the place and engage any of your fellow policemen in a conversation of the how you doing, how's things going sort of thing, maybe taking a little bit of attention away from me, you know, stepping through and breaking potted plants and windows, you know, I think that might help if you're up for that. If not, that's not completely understandable. Each will just wait and see if he says anything. If not, he'll leave and taking the bag with him, not leaving it in the car.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay, I gotta get under 53. 70, miss.
You know, they made it very clear to me, Agent, that I'm not to be back at this house. I don't think I could do that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I completely understand. You also don't want to betray the trust of your friends that you work with. Not a problem. We're just investigating murders here. No big deal. No, I'm just kidding. Give me about 10 minutes, and then if you're still around, just meet me at the street here, and if not, I'll find a way home. I'll hold my hand out and shake it if he's up for that.
Yeah, he accepts your hand, shakes it, looks you square in the eye. I'll be here, Agent. Just get it done.
Okay. So I'll go out and be careful to not slam the door loud. And do I have to make my way through another person's house to get to this house, or?
No, but the kitchen is on the back of the house. So,
works out well.
Yep, but I'm going to need you to make a stealth check to
Okay.
get back there.
Under 52, 29.
You make it all the way to the door. Back door's locked.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I guess it's more about feel. I don't really need to have my light on to do this, do I?
No,
Okay.
you're not really seeing anything.
Under 43. 30 itself.
Okay. Lock disengages. Once again, you're inside the Trosco house.
Okay. I'm not going to linger too long because the text I had was just to procure that. We already went through this pretty thoroughly, I thought, so I will get the picture from the fridge, trying not to step in any of the somewhat tacky and gummy blood that's in front. I will, though, just take a quick look around and just make sure there's nothing that we might have missed. I don't have my light on, so I'm just kind of looking with my eyes.
Yeah, it's dark, but you don't see anything else going on. Nothing that you missed previously.
Okay, I will go back and close the door. I'm not worried about relocking it, and I will make my way back.
Grady looks at you as you enter the car. That was very quick, Agent.
I'll just hold up the picture.
I don't want to see that.
Wow.
I don't want to know anything about it.
Okay, well, you may also not want to hear something we have as well, so Probably
That's
best
fine.
that you just take me back to the what was it again? The Days Inn
And sweets.
and Suites, and then I can say thank you, and then hopefully you can go on and continue enjoying the nice evening with your family.
I can't wait to get an earful when I get home.
Well, just know that what you did tonight is going to help.
Well, it's not about being whipped. It's about the fact that my wife was very adamant that I should have fought CID and kept the case. And I agree with her, but when you got to put food on the table, you can't go unemployed. So,
Well, look at it this way. You're not off the case. You're still on it through me and through my fellow agents.
word.
Word.
He
Audi
rumbles you.
5000 G.
He rumbles you back to the Days Inn and Suite. Drops you off. Adesso, are you on your way back?
I am on my way back.
You pull up shortly after each is dropped off.
All right, do I see each?
You do.
I'll give him the rundown on what I found, which was, I made it to the hospital.
Let's go in the hotel room.
Yeah, because then we can brief Rice too.
Yeah, we don't want to have the kraut bothering us. Of course, we could all go to the Fuzzy Taco and get a platter.
The Rusty Taco.
I can't play a answering machine for you in there when they're playing Who Let the Dogs Out so loud on the dance floor.
So you enter the room, you see Rice is still playing Mind Search computer where you click on the numbers and stuff.
Minesweeper.
That's what it was.
Is that the German game, Minesweeper?
Minesweeper.
All right. Mind Sweeper. Love it.
All right.
Tell me what you do.
Well, we'll get all the gang together, and I'll give them the rundown of what happened at the hospital, and then mention the fact that I saw on Dr. Windhelm's hand a missing wedding ring, which suggests to me a divorce rather than a widow, because most widowers would keep the ring on out of sentimental reasons. Mm-hmm. And it was significant, but I don't know why. And tell them, look, I did my best to get in there. I tried everything I could think of, and nothing worked. Bottom line is we are likely to lose this witness before we're able to interview her.
Okay. Well, I will brief everybody as to what I saw. I will hand Bryce the picture. I will also pull out an answering machine and not yet plug it in, but I will have it. And I will let them know that through Grady, I've found out that all the families are related by blood and by marriage, that Amy Trosco was a Hooper, and Serena Hooper is cousin to the Claibornes. And that's the info that I have. I think we'll wait to do the message machine after we hear from Rice what he's found.
Yeah, so I've come to kind of the same conclusions you have, Ichi. However, the reason I asked you to get that photograph is I'm trying to determine if Maxine's doll or Maxine perhaps has two different eye colors or not, to further link this all together. It's pretty clear that we've identified that all three of the families are linked, but I need a moment to kind of review this photograph through my tools here to see if we can. I think the doll is the missing piece here.
Okay. I'll also hand over my phone and say there's pictures and there's video of the places I went to tonight. The video might be grainy, but the Claiborne place had some sort of spirit about it that had I stayed longer, I would have lost my mind. Something really bad we know happened there, but there's something even darker.
At the Claiborne home.
What do we know for certain? Let's do a brainstorm together as to what we can say. We have three separate families who are all related, that live relatively close to each other, that were all murdered by a
All
member
related.
of the family,
Yeah.
except for one, the youngest girl who managed to survive and then later killed themselves afterwards. We've got one surviving witness right now who may or may not have any witness.
And the
None
youngest
of us
ones are
put
the
in-
ones that have the dolls too. The dolls
Yeah.
are a factor in this. And I'm
Right.
worried that you didn't see that Maxine had her doll with her, did you?
No, I never got in to see her at all. And I didn't think to ask that question, which is probably what I should have. At any rate, let's say she did have the doll. Well, let's move on from the dolls.
Let's say she does have the doll. And the
Okay,
doll
let's
is
say she
involved.
does have the doll. And moving on from that, since they all have weird dolls, if we chase down their origin, maybe they're handmade by some member of the family that we haven't met yet or haven't seen, or a neighbor, or somebody who's gifted them these dolls, all these girls these dolls, and they're the only ones that survive. It's also fair to say that none of us give any credence to the state CID's investigation theory that the two brothers are in any way responsible for this. It all seems to be happening within, and given our grasp of the what's beyond the ether, something's happened. Somebody was using the moms as the instruments to do the killing. Perhaps the dolls were the focal point, and which is why the girl children, the youngest girl children, were spared, because perhaps it was working through them. Whatever power it was works through the dolls that work through the girl, or the other way around. I'm not sure.
We have heard it to where, in a previous case, the one with the folded bills, they got a phone call. And
Yeah,
the
that
phone
was the
call is
triggering
what-
event.
And so I will now take up that answering machine and hold it. There's a answering machine here with a message that was never listened to, or was listened to. I'm not sure, but maybe this has something to do with that. Maybe if I was just talking about watching horror movies, there's a message on the answering machine that does some kind of weird tribal chant that tells the Rasta dolls to come alive and murder everybody. So who knows? But
Bryce, can you tell if that message has been played before?
It was blinking, so maybe that means not played. I don't remember how answering machines work.
Yeah,
No,
blinking light meant new message.
Yeah,
Solid
there's
red light meant there was no message. Depending on
sure, but we should be able to tell any of those answering machines should call out a computerized time and date of when the message occurred. And all we need to do is listen for that and compare it to when the family was murdered.
All right. Shall I? It's plugged in now. Should I press play?
Yeah, let's hear
I
it.
will have my recording out just in case it eats the tape. Hey,
Good. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty impressive.
Golden doubloon.
yeah, another gold doubloon. I've been collecting them like coins here. Okay, so I'll hit play. Ryder, if you have an actual recorded message that you play right now, that would be so cool.
It would. Bonus points there, man. We'll give
I
you
get
a gold doubloon.
Yeah.
You push play, and it says, there are 3 new messages. The first 2 of the messages are from the children's school, Joe, Mindy, and Lucy, regarding unexcused absences. The third message is from a lady identifying herself as Roberta Glacier from History's Emporium, needing them to call her back as soon as possible regarding their recent purchase.
Here we go. And I will take out the receipt from the thing and I'll lay it right on top.
You 2 agents see that this receipt is from History's Emporium. Purchase in the amount of $250.
It's a lot for dolls.
And I will see you next episode.
See you at History's Emporium.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then, okay, this is out of game. Are they all related then by blood?
Or marriage. That's the thing.
Which is the one by marriage?
The marriage is, okay, Serena Hooper is the cousin of Mary Claiborne. Actually, let's put it this way.
Sorry, I'm just getting
Mary
confused.
Claiborne is,
Yeah,
the
so am I.
Claibornes are the first family,
Yeah.
okay? The Claibornes, Martha Claiborne, is the cousin of Serena Hooper. Okay? Harris Hooper, who's Serena's husband, is the brother of Amy Trosco. So any type of blood connection would have been split at the Hoopers.
Okay.
Because the husband and wife, although it's Louisiana, these two are not related.
But the Hooper is the center family with the offshoot on either side, right?
Right.
And so okay.
So
and
you
so
have
then the dolls though. There's one with. This is still out of game. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to coordinate with the boys here. There's one with one brown and one blue eye, and then one with two blue eyes, right? Or
No.
hazel.
No.
One brown. Two.
Are you talking about the daughters or the dolls?
The dolls. Who has the dolls?
Okay, there's one doll with two brown eyes, and then one picture of one doll with a brown eye and a blue eye.
And which one has that one? The one brown, one
Hooper.
blue is with Maxine, right? No?
The Hooper, Haley Hooper has the one with a brown eye and blue eye.
Okay.
Lucy, who's the first one, the doll had two brown eyes. And Rice hasn't been able to see the third one.
Maxine.
Huh?
Maxine's doll.
Correct.
Because I got
Correct me with
interrupted
the word
by
scene. I'm like,
no, because I got interrupted by King Kong Schlong in his towel while I was trying to use some technology to
Father Bratwurst.
Father
brought the best.
Father Bratwurst. That was good.
Oh man, there are just so many jokes here.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to clear that real quick. We can coordinate all this once Adesso and Ichi and Rice are able to put all the info together.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora Radio, iHeart Radio, Amazon Podcasts, and Audible. And if you like what you're listening to, be sure to leave us that 5-star rating and review. Don't forget about our YouTube channel at Roll the Hard 20. So if you're into watching and you want to help support the show, then head on over and hit that subscribe button. It really does help the show out. We can also be found in the wild on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so don't forget to look for us there and check us out. You can also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com, where you can download the current show directly, pick and choose past shows from our archives, or view our galleries. We've got a lot of stuff posted over there, so check us out. And finally, join us on our Patreon at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast, where you can become a hard slinger and pick up swag. So until next time, keep your dice warm and your glass topped off as you roll those hard 20s.